today we're going to be focusing on words that end with consonant clusters. Not words that begin with consonant clusters, but words that end. It takes a very long time to establish a system. It really takes 6 to 8 weeks, starting in September when the children enter the doors, starting on day 1 with routine and practice. It's mostly guidance for those 6 to 8 weeks. There's very little where I would let go and let them sort of explore on their own. This is a real learning and teaching time in the classroom. And then after the 6 to 8 weeks is a great time for them to start doing some of those more independent activities, which allows you, which frees me up as the teacher to start pulling the guided reading groups. Had I not spent that time in the beginning of the school year, the expectations may be a little confusing for the children. They may not know where to go, where are the materials, what should I do when I get there. So that 6 to 8 weeks is crucial when it comes to teaching children the routine of the classroom.
I build a community by establishing, when they first come to me, we all sit in a circle, and I call that our community. This is our community when we're in here. And I go over expectations that, we have to listen to one another. Every time we get together, we start off with a warm-up. We start off in that community circle. I make it plain there are certain words that may never be used in my classroom. For example, shut up. For example, that's stupid. That's what the class is built on, mutual respect. You have to learn how to respect each other before you can talk to each other.
If a kid's acting up, it's not necessarily something that the teacher's doing. The kid could be having a really rough morning. And for them to know that it's not them, I think, is sometimes really validating. I think for them to know, oh, it's not me. I have teachers say that to me all the time. I'll say, oh, so-and-so had a really tough day, and all these teachers have come to me, we've talked about it. And they'll go, oh, I thought it was me.
Good things to remember when you're teaching 7th grade boys is, this sounds very, 7th and 8th grade middle school boys, sounds very corny, but you need to listen. I mean, how many times have you guys been told that? But really, you need to listen to what these kids are going through, because sometimes they might come off as being angry or resentful, but it might be something else that's going on. And it very rarely is it a grudge against you the first time that they're angry. But then if you react to that grudge like it's a personal thing, then they will start to get more and more angry at you. So the first time, it might not be your fault. But then, if you treat them like it was, then they'll start to resent you more and more. Also, try to hear them out. They might want to talk to you about something, and if they feel uncomfortable coming to you, then it'll be really hard to get any connection with the kid.
When I'm deciding upon groupings for the expert lessons, it's very difficult. It's probably the hardest thing that I have to do. I spend probably 2 hours going over which children I want to be with which children. And I do that for many different reasons, for social reasons, for emotional reasons, for intellectual reasons. And every time I form an expert group, I like to mix it up. And I'm surely, hopefully, forming those groups so that every child is involved. And it takes time to match up kids in the right way so that you have a win-win all the way around.